Let me ask you a question, Steve, man. Is this like the worst Manchester derby, like, hype? Because I can't lie, man. There's no really hype, man. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
it just feels a bit.
we're shit, and you know
It
what I
feels
mean.
a bit flat. Like it does feel flat. It's like it's a derby. It's a derby. It'll ramp up. We owe you one because that I've told you that fucking result this season when you were fucking terrible and we were shit. We were winning 1-0, and I thought, yeah, we just beat them 1-0. It's done. And then we got beat 2-1, and I was fucking fuming, man, fuming. So I'm thinking we owe you one there, and the players need to be like, you know, they need to turn up, and we need to get the result at Old Trafford. But it's just, yeah, it's a bit flat. I watched the United game the other night, and I didn't think United played that bad, to be honest.
I know, but the problem was, though,
there's no strike force, mate. It's just dead.
Bro, you know what it was, yeah? It was the fact that Nottingham Forest, you know what you're going to get with Nottingham Forest. They sit in a low block and they hit you on a counter. But now, when you've got players like Garnacho and that, you know what I mean? Like, and this is why I singled him out mostly, because I feel like you know, he's been put on this pedestal and that. He thinks he's Ronaldo.
He just keeps shooting, mate. He just keeps shooting from like fucking miles away.
I think he had like 7 shots and none on target, bro. And the way he walks around, he struts around and that. Like, don't get me wrong, there's players in that team that are not good enough. Like, most of them not good enough. But it's the arrogance for me, man, which I don't like. Like, don't think you're this superstar. You've not made it yet.
Yeah, like, but you boys are put in there, mate, with a Viva Garnacho. I know. All that shit, mate. And when he was sat, remember when him, Mainu and fucking Hoyland sat on that advertising order like they just won the World Cup, and everyone was like, the future's bright, and that. It was like, no, that is fucking dog shit, mate. Get off the advertising order before you get a slap, because it's fucking bad. You can't be rocking in 13th and 12th and trying to sit on advertising orders like it's FIFA. You know what I mean? But you guys are put in there, man.
That's what I said. I said, you know what it was for me? You know what it is? I used to back him because I was like, you know what? Leave the kid alone, man. You lot are too harsh on him and that. I was the one that was in the group chats defending him because me and Rance used to disagree. I'm like, yo, just give the kid time, man. But then when I started to see the attitude and started to see the arrogance, him thinking he's better than the others, not passing to anyone. You know, when you start to see them sort of like traits in a player, you actually dislike it. And you're like, yo, I'm not really associated with this. I don't like this, and I have to call it out. But the amount of messages I've got here on TikTok, mate, it's been crazy. The Garnacho fanboys have been absolutely killing me. They were like, give him time. How dare you talk about a youngster like that? Look at Ronaldo when he was that age. He wasn't that great. I said, are you kidding me? I've had to normally I don't reply to them, you know. I had to reply to DMs. I said, how dare you, talk about Ronaldo and Garnacho. Ronaldo was in the Emirates shushing the Highbury. He was there saying to Henri, get off my hand. Let's be honest. You know, so Ronaldo was killing teams at that age, having battles with Ashley Cole. You know? So don't you dare put him on the same level as Ronaldo, bro. You know, and it's not going to be just because he grew up watching Ronaldo doesn't mean he's going to be Ronaldo. There's so many players that want to be like Ronaldo. They can't be. He's one of the best ever. So that there, we put him on that high pedestal, and that's down to us as United fans. But now you've got to bring him back to this level. And for me, I'd sell him in the summer. I don't know if we missed the boat now because Chelsea wanted him. Now I don't know if he's missed the boat, but he's got to go for me. But then there's so many others, Hoyland, whatever. Like, it's not good enough, and we're 13th. We lose to Man City. I think for me, a lot of fans will be like, "What the flip, man? That's not great." You've got to go there and put in a performance against Man City. We did it last time. Do it again. And somewhat, to be honest with you, the only reason why I'm slightly feeling a bit positive about the game on the weekend is that you will give us space, Steve. Whereas I think we're not the Forest and that, they won't give us space. So I think that space there might help us a little bit. But then I'm like, with Mamouche, I feel like you're going to be a bit more fluid and you're going to do a lot more damage than, I'm not saying Haaland's going to be, he's not great, but Haaland's sometimes a bit stationary. You don't have runners off him. You don't have the fluidity. With Mamouche, I feel like he'll run over there, he'll over there, and then there'll be space for midfielders or whoever to get in their pockets. So it's one of them, man. I don't know where it's going to go, this game. I really, really don't know what the outcome of this game is. I genuinely don't know. It could be anything. Could be a
Yeah,
City.
that's how I feel.
It is.
I don't know. I just feel like we got to turn up. The Mamouche, Doku, Savino front three is a bit wild.
Yeah.
It's the midfield for me, though. I think Bruno. We just can't give Bruno space. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's your best player for me. And we concede a lot, but he's doing this new Josko Vardiol, Ruben Diaz centre back partnership now, and he's got Nico O'Reilly at left back and Nunes at right back, or maybe Kuzanov might be right back. But the partnership Diaz and Guardiola for me looks quite strong. I feel like that's I can't, but I just don't know. Like you said, Kevin De Bruyne, Foden, Bernardo was all rested against Leicester. Kuzanov rested. So I'm thinking he's going to end up playing that. But we'll see. I'd definitely play Doku because I feel like Doku can get a lot of joy there, me.
Yeah. Troops, what are you saying? Like, how do you think it could go? Because obviously, City, you can say City is City, but they've been vulnerable, man. They've been vulnerable here and there with their defense, man. But then again, United are where they are for a reason, though. So, how you see it, bro?
Probably a stinky draw.
One of them ones.
Because you lot will be too scared to lose, so I can't really see you lot attacking them.
You don't know if United are thinking no pressure, let's just fucking go for it. I think the United fans would rather United go for it, Oh,
100%. Rather than sitting back and then allowing City to dictate.
I think you lot will be shocked, blood.
I don't know, the thing is right with Troops here. When there's space available, like these guys, they love transition football. As bad as Garnacho is and that, they've caused City problems in the past with Kyle Walker and that. And you think it's City and got this. All of a sudden, Garnacho's on the break. All these players are on the break. And it's like, bloody hell. But the thing is for me is that I don't know where we're getting the goals from. And that's my concern for me. Like, if Hoyland...
There's no Ahmad.
Yeah, the X factor's not there. Yeah, you're right. Bruno can be on his day, though, can cause problems. Like, he can do it.
He can put it on a plate, but who's going to finish it?
Yeah. I don't know, but then we got... The thing is, right, our back line isn't as bad as what people say it is. I know it's crazy, but the goal, we haven't, been crazily bad at the back. It's just been the odd occasion where, we've made a mistake through whoever. But I think the back line, I'm actually quite confident. But the problem is, though, I'm just worried about how when Mamouche, Doku, and Savio, if they start doing their thing, I think
they were all moving the other night. Like Doku was on the left, then he came inside, and then Grealish ended up on the left, and Doku was in the middle.
There you go.
And Firmino came over to the left, and he went on the right. And I thought, this is a bit mad, but I feel like it's not organized chaos; it's disorganized chaos. And sometimes chaos works because players who've been told to do this, and the other haven't got a clue who they're supposed to be marking. So Mamouche is dangerous, and he's still finding his feet. Don't get me wrong; we've been playing with Haaland. He's been playing behind. The other night he played as the main man. I feel like he'll drop deep for the ball. He's not going to want to start fighting. Like Haaland will fight with the centre-backs and that.
We got some breaking news.
Go on.
City Extra just put in De Bruyne is leaving Manchester City this summer.
Yeah, well, it's...
wow.
That's probably been expected. His contract's up,
Yeah.
End of the season up. I thought he had one more year.
No, he's end of the season.
There's no offer for an extension, like a year.
No.
He's put a statement. Damn. He's got a statement, bro. Damn.
Yeah,
So let me just get this on it right. Imagine, I was like ready to wrap up and get our predictions, yo. This is put a spanner in the works, man. What the flip, yo? Let me just get this in proper. This is like we were talking about now. He goes here, dear Manchester. Seeing this, you probably realize where this is heading. So I'll get straight to it and let you know that these will be my final months as a Man City player. Nothing about this is easy to write, but as a football player, we all know this day eventually comes. The day is here, and you all deserve to hear it from me first. Football led me to all of you, and this city, chasing my dream and not knowing this period would change my life. This city, this club, these people gave me everything. I had no choice but to give everything back. And guess what? We won everything. Whether we like it or not, it's time to say goodbye. Surrey, Rome, Mason, Michelle, and I are beautiful, grateful what this has meant to our family. Manchester will forever be on our kids' passport, and most importantly, each of our hearts. There will always be, this will always be our home. We cannot thank the City club staff, teammates, friends, and family enough for this 10-year ride. Every story comes to an end, but this definitely has been the best chapter. Let's enjoy these moments together. Wow. You know, we're just talking about it there, man. And
yeah, it's pretty emotional, mate, to be think that. But
end of an era, man. I can't lie to you. One of the best midfielders the Premier League's ever seen, for me personally, anyway. You know,
yeah, he's brilliant. He's been brilliant. There has been a slight drop off this year. He has looked a little bit struggled with a bit of form, etc. But he deserves it, mate. He came to Manchester. They said he was a flop from Wolfsburg. He's won everything you can possibly win.
Yeah.
Everything. Yeah. And he leaves after 10 years as, like you say, one of the best Premier League midfielders of all time. So I wish him well. The City fans will get behind him now. That's a big boost for Sunday, because if he plays, the City end will be right behind him and that. And yeah, man, it's sad. But listen, we've seen it all before. Aguero's, Yaya Touré's, you know, David Silva's. It all happens. It comes to an end. And us as fans, we always think, let's give him one more year. You know what I mean? But the club got to make these tough decisions. And listen, I just wish him all the best, man.